Warmer weather and climate change is pushing winemakers further north, far from the sun-soaked terrain of Spain, France or Italy. Norway, hardly the location that comes to mind, is now becoming a hotspot. It's all down to global warming, which has opened the door for the maps of Europe's vineyards to be redrawn.
The climate here now in this part of Agder is like it was in Champagne 100 years ago and in Moselle 50 years ago. It is clear that with the climate change that is happening and with the big dramatic changes down on the continent, it makes us think anew.
Just as climate change threatens homes, land and food, it now threatens the world's supply of wine. According to a study by the University of Alcalá in Spain and the University of British Columbia, Vancouver, a rise in temperature of just 2 degrees Celsius would see typical vineyard regions across the world reduce by 56%, while a rise in 4 degrees would wipe out 85% of land able to produce wine. The UN has warned that current trends put the globe on track for a 3.4 degrees Celsius rise over the next 80 years.
85% of the areas where wine is done today are exposed and threatened as early as 2050 due to climate change. It provides opportunities for countries like Norway.
It has been too cold for grape growing in many places up until now, like here in South Norway, home to one of the country's largest vineyards in the making. 600 vines are already in the ground with the potential to grow grapes on up to 33,000 square meters. In Austria, earlier harvest time during the summer heat has resulted in grapes losing their taste, freshness and acidity. Many European countries are having to adapt.
There are already some vineyards in Sweden, so you can definitely say that the zones will shift. And perhaps in those core zones, where it then becomes too hot, one might then plant other crops and not wine.
Farmers often resort to watering the vines themselves, but not only does it apply pressure on water sources, it's merely a short-term fix. And in the long term, with the effect of climate change impacts, it leaves the wines industry's glass half empty. Shadia Edwards-Dashti, TRT World.